I've got 3 children. I would be crazed about the nails, except you don't let your toddlers anywhere near the construction zone. So the nails don't bother me either. What bothers me is, how do you fix this? You see how it's wider at the top and narrower at the bottom?
You don't fix that.
The wall looks like this, not like this. The wall looks like this.
Like I said, I was not done with that.
But how do you fix a totally crooked wall?
Like I said, if something was not done right, I could have corrected it.
But
they didn't give me that opportunity.
All right, but do you understand why somebody who's really concerned about a crooked wall might not want you to do the replacement work if this is the wall they end up with?
Look, what I didn't do was the tile work. I did the framing. I did everything else. I did the demolition. I did it with my son. I mean, and it was a lot of demolition work. God knows this is true. I mean, okay, so if the tile wasn't perfect, I get it. If they would have told me something, I would have gone. Personally, I've been doing tile for about 30 years, let's say.
I hear you, but can you understand why they might have been a little nervous if they had like a crooked wall?
I get it.
All right, so I want to ask you about the time frame for this project. So if you had told them 2.5 weeks and it had taken 4 weeks, I would have told them, you know what, guys, 2.5 week job takes 4 weeks. But at the time that you essentially stopped working, it had been 3 months.
Yeah, no, I get it.
What about this project kind of ballooned from 2.5 weeks to 3 months? Because that's a huge discrepancy in the time.
Well, I'll be honest, and John knows about this, and this is partly the reason, I guess, me and him are not talking anymore. I was a little bit overwhelmed with a few different things that I was dealing with.
Okay.
Therefore, yeah, at that point, I mean, I delayed things, more than they should have been.
And look, you earn a lot of points with us by telling us the truth. It may not win your case, but knowing the truth is helpful. So one of the things that I hear Mr. Toro saying is that there may have been work left to do, but there wasn't a tremendous amount of work left to do. And one of the things that you have on this estimate for repairs is essentially completely new shower walls, tile, shower floor tile, install, basically redoing the whole thing.
The guy who came to give the quote, he said the type of tile that it is, once you start chipping out one, it's going to crack the one above it, and so on and so on. That's why he said once you start doing it, you're just going to have to rip them all out and start all over.
Your Honor, this quote does not include tile material. So we had already purchased all the tile material for the first time, and then we would have to, if we were going to redo the shower again, we'd have to buy all new tile again for the second time. So something to think about.
Okay, so you were advised basically that you essentially couldn't save most of the tile if you were recutting certain pieces of tile.
But that is not true. That tile, the joint and the grout joint is big enough for you to be able, if this person knows how to do tile work, okay, cutting out the grout releases the pressure between tiles, and yes, you can remove, whatever tile you're gonna have to remove,
Were you unhappy with the tile on both the floor and the wall?
Yeah, you can see the grout is just not good on it. They missed grout in certain spots. They didn't even grout the floor all the way.
But that's not something, missing grout is not something that you would need to retile for, right?
No.
That's something that could have been done without replacing the tiling in the shower. Okay. I think I have what I need.
Okay, so the parties are excused while we deliberate in this matter. Well, I think the plaintiffs were extremely well prepared.
Yes.
And the fact that they brought this witness along, I think, made it a lot easier for us. Much of his testimony is very relevant to give us an idea of the kind of work that was needed. And I thought that the defendant's admission to you, Judge, was very credible and very candid and laudable under the circumstances. But I think, unfortunately, the complainant was suffering and needed this shower within a reasonable time because she was getting some treatment. And I feel under all of the circumstances that their request for the court maximum $5,000 is entirely reasonable under all of these circumstances. So
y'all are really nice, because I can't applaud someone for coming in here and telling the truth. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. No, for him to expect the plaintiffs to reach out and give him an opportunity when he was already, into the 3rd month?
Yes.
When he quoted them 2 weeks is just not reasonable. So I agree with you, Judge Corriero.
Yeah, look, I'm not sure they were entitled to new tile for everything. I'm not necessarily satisfied that this work couldn't have been done less expensively, but it's tricky. I mean, they didn't get what they bargained for, which was a job in 2.5 weeks. They got a half job in 3.5 months. And the clearly uneven workmanship to date. I think they were well within reason to go to someone else. So I agree.
Terrific. Okay, we have a verdict. It's unanimous.